As the words flashed across the screen, I felt fear tremble through my body. Anxiety pulled at my stomach as I thought to myself, Shahab, what value do you have that will prepare you for this medical school? As someone who finds it extremely difficult to share things about himself, I sat down and frantically thought while a 2-minute timer ticked down. A minute 30 seconds, 29, 28. Yet, nothing. As it ticked down to the final 47 seconds, for some reason, my mind begins to flash the moments in my childhood when I would watch Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece and ponder to myself, what makes Naruto, Ichigo, and Luffy so special? Why do they inspire the people around them? What made them succeed despite the insurmountable odds placed before them? Then it hit me. What virtue did I need to face the fear of even starting this godforsaken interview? It was courage. When you think of courage, what is the first image that comes to mind? A great Spartan warrior dressed in red and gold armor, charging into the heat of battle, fearless, bold, and forthright. But is courage really as simple as being fearless? Courage is not being fearless. Rather, it is taking the step in spite of feeling said fear, to know that fear will not stop you. Rather, it was written for you to overcome. To even say I'm fearless is simply stupid, as fear is an autonomic biological response. Your sympathetic nervous system releases adrenaline and cortisol faster than you're able to think when in the face of danger. So, if you're biologically hardwired in a manner to experience fear, then do you not think that Mehmet felt fear when marching his armies upon Constantinople? Leif Erikson as he crossed the Atlantic to unknown lands. Nelson Mandela as he sat alone in a prison cell, pondering upon the state of his people. They felt fear, but despite the fear they felt, they chose to be courageous. Why do we think that success will just magically come to us, even though the secrets of life are only revealed when we choose to be courageous? When you choose to be a coward, how does that honestly make you feel? I know how I feel. I feel like a loser because I chose to not stand up for what is right, to move towards becoming better. Without the courage to move forward, we become comfortable. And let us be honest, we live in a time where everyone is complacent and comfortable. We would rather sit at home on a Friday night, eating ice cream, grabbing that bag of Dorito, and binge watching Wisteria in a comfortable bed at just the right room temperature, instead of getting up and editing one more video, learning a new skill, reading a new book on that business you are starting. Why? Because why not? I deserve to treat myself after a long day of work, don't I? Those are the excuses of a coward and why you won't succeed. So happy being a loser and comfortable, you dream these lofty dreams, yet fail to do the lofty actions to achieve said dreams. Now many will argue, but what about hard work, discipline, integrity, curiosity, and adaptability? Are those not traits you need to succeed? Yes, they are, but what precedes those traits? What trait do you need to take that first step? Is it not courage to act in spite of those fears and doubts that cloud your mind? I know it is easy to say and difficult to act. I still vividly remember the fear I felt when I took my first steps onto a plane, alone to travel to Turkey. The fear I felt walking around in a foreign country, without knowing the language and the people there. What feels like a cloud over your head, 50-pound dumbbells on your feet, the tightness in your chest, the voice in your head telling you, I can't do this. Well, what if you did? What if you did choose to be courageous? How would your life be different? What great possibilities are you not achieving because you are not willing to take that first step? Why not have the courage to begin your hero's journey and face the shadows that haunt you, that await you in caves and forests, that gaze upon you at your darkest hour? Unless you're to become that monster, that coward whose eyes will never rest as his dreams are haunted by what he could have been. Fear is something we must face to grow, as growth occurs in the unknown, in that which makes us uncomfortable. Traveling to a new country to do medical school, meeting new people, taking the next step of the journey, all requires the ability to face the fear of the unknown, having the courage to seek the discomfort in front of us. In each moment, we choose to either show courage or be a coward. So, will you live the rest of your life a coward? Or will you rise to the occasion? For to each there comes in their lifetime a special moment when they are figuratively tapped on the shoulder and offered the chance to do a very special thing, unique to them, and fitted to their talents. What a tragedy if that moment finds them unprepared or unqualified for that which could have been their finest hour. So when your finest hour comes, will you have the courage to face that finest hour and become the man God expects you to be? For remember, one of the greatest discoveries a man makes, one of his great surprises, is to find he can do what he was afraid he couldn't do. Cultivate courage in your heart, as it will give you steadfastness and calm at times of fear. And thus, the one trait you need to arise to your finest hour is not justice, it is not honesty, it is courage. As courage is rightly esteemed the first of human traits, as it is a trait that guarantees all others.